Welcome to the flowerschool.com video library. I'm Leanne Kessler, Director of the Floral Design Institute, and today I'm here to share with you a luxurious, lavish, flower-filled urn. As I was gathering flowers for this segment, I turned to our friends at Garden Roses Direct and at Florabundance. From gardenrosesdirect.com, I started with the Caramel Antique Garden Rose. It's a beautiful, soft, muted tone. They come in so fresh, so tight. You want to bring them in early and let them begin to open out. Then you can help them. After you've had them a couple of days, don't do it when they first come. They're too fresh. But after they are about 2 days old, you can reflex the petals, giving them a much fuller look. Blow them open. And again, you want to wait about 2 days. Make sure they're at room temperature. That way you can get them to open out. Be so luxurious. You can see I've already done that one. Gives you a strong focal emphasis. Then from Florabundance, I just looked for treasures of the season. And they had so many great things. Of course, chrysanthemums, carnations, roses, sedum, all of that. But unique items. Crabapples, they come on the branch. I like to take the leaves off so that the apples show better. So I just remove the leaves. That way I have a bare branch with the apples on it. And, oh, you'll love this, pomegranates, also on the branch, ready for designing. And then they have dried and preserved materials as well. Look at this grand fern. All preserved, all dried. It'll add great color to this design. For mechanics, I have the urn. It's not watertight, so I've added a plastic liner, pre-soaked foam with flower food. Then a tip, when you're dealing with heavy branches, like the pomegranates, determine your length, cut it down using a pruner, then place it into the foam, determining where you want it to be. Then to make sure that that size and weight doesn't cause a problem, using Oasis Flow adhesive, place glue right at the insertion point and it actually will lock to the wet foam. So I'll do that with the pomegranates, and then I will also do it with the crabapples, because that branch too can be a little bit heavy. Before I move forward with the flowers, I want to add a few more base materials, maybe more of the pomegranate, bringing it more towards the back so it draws your eye through the arrangement. And even just a bit of pomegranate foliage to add fullness. Then to add length to the arrangement, bringing in some hanging amaranthus. Gives great texture and carries the eye all the way from the top of the arrangement down to the bottom, trailing onto the table. And to fill in the center, just a bit of eucalyptus, going into a variety with that same rusty yellowed hue as opposed to a true green or blue-green, so that it coordinates with all the other materials. The form is established. I've got lines begun. Now I can add the focal emphasis, the Caramel Antique roses, bringing some down low, breaking the line of the container, then pulling back through the arrangement. And filling in the whole central area. As the focal emphasis is established, be sure to carry it all the way to the back as well. Don't stop in the front. You want to finish it front to back, drawing the eye through. Then, as I know where everything is going, I can enhance that focal emphasis with a little bit more of the pomegranate tucked down low and glued in place. Now comes the fun. adding contrast and texture. Maybe some privet berries with that intense dark hue, cutting it down, and then letting it tuck in. A little bit of the dried fern to pick up the color. Tucking it, drawing your eye upward, and then grasses, just to add softness and movement, gathering them, then tucking it in, and then repeating until you've got everything beautiful. As a final finish, adding some red twig dogwood just gives a bit of height coming up, adding movement and volume, and makes it even better. The recipe, I started with the 4 caramel antique roses from gardenrosesdirect.com. Then everything else came from Florabundance. There's 3 branches of pomegranate and 3 branches of crabapple, and then 3 of the dried fern that I cut apart, and 3 stems of the amaranthus, and 3 stems of the privet. I guess I was working in threes for a while. Then I added 10 stems of the grass, 4 dogwood, and a bit of the eucalyptus. And it ends up a luxurious, full arrangement. Anytime you elevate an arrangement, using an urn for example, it makes it so much more dramatic. For autumn flowers, what could be prettier? You'll find more creative inspiration at the website, flowerschool.com. If you have questions, you can reach us through there or pick up the telephone and give us a call at 503-223-8089. Now it's your turn. Find a fabulous urn, gather amazing autumn materials, and create away. Be sure to take a picture, post it on social media, and hashtag Floral Design Institute. That way we all can see what you do as you do something you love.